Title: Relax, and everything you desire will come to you. Stoic Philosophy. There is a truth that most people will never discover because they are too addicted to urgency. They believe speed is power. They believe constant movement is progress. They believe stress is a badge of honor. But the Stoics understood something radically different. The more internally rushed you are, the more externally unstable your life becomes. Pressure without discipline creates chaos. Desire without control creates suffering. And ambition without calm destroys the very foundation required to sustain success. To relax, in the Stoic sense, is to reclaim authority over your internal world. It is to stand in the middle of uncertainty and remain unmoved. It is to look at delay without panic. To look at rejection without collapse. To look at competition without insecurity. This is not passive energy. This is restrained power. When you are emotionally reactive, you are predictable. When you are predictable, you are controllable. And when you are controllable, you are weak. Every time someone provokes you and you lose composure, they own a piece of your mind. Every time a delay causes you anxiety, time controls you. Every time a result determines your mood, outcomes dominate you. The Stoic refuses this slavery. He understands that external events are neutral. They are neither good nor bad until judged. It is your interpretation that creates suffering. So he trains his mind daily. He practices observing his thoughts instead of being ruled by them. He questions automatic reactions. He interrupts emotional spirals. Over time, this creates something rare in modern society, a person who cannot be easily shaken. Most people say they want success, but what they truly want is reassurance. They want certainty. They want guarantees. They want proof that their effort will pay off. But life offers no such contract. The Stoic accepts this fully. He understands that effort is his responsibility, but results belong to forces beyond him. And instead of feeling powerless, he feels liberated. Because when you release the illusion of total control, you stop wasting energy fighting reality. You channel that energy into preparation, into growth, into sharpening your character. The calmer you become about outcomes, the more dangerous your discipline becomes. Desperation is loud, calm confidence is silent, and silence carries weight. When you walk into a room without needing approval, people sense it. When you speak without trying to impress, your words carry more authority. When you pursue a goal without emotional attachment, your focus sharpens. The reason everything you desire begins to move closer when you relax is simple: tension clouds judgment. Anxiety distorts strategy. Fear shortens patience. But calm expands perspective. Calm allows you to think long term. Calm allows you to endure discomfort without abandoning direction. And endurance is what separates those who wish from those who win. The Stoics practiced voluntary discomfort. They would fast, train in cold weather, limit luxuries, not to punish themselves, but to strengthen resilience. Why? Because when you prove to yourself that you can endure hardship, fear loses power. And when fear loses power, desperation disappears. Imagine building your life from that place. You are no longer chasing success to escape insecurity. You are no longer seeking validation to cover doubt. You are building from stability. That stability changes your posture, your tone, your decisions. It changes the energy you project into the world. Everything you desire requires capacity. Wealth requires discipline. Influence requires emotional intelligence. Leadership requires composure under pressure. Love requires vulnerability balanced with strength. But most people chase outcomes without increasing capacity. They want responsibility without resilience. They want attention without character. They want reward without refinement. The Stoic reverses this. He focuses entirely on becoming the person who can handle what he seeks. And in doing so, he naturally attracts it because when preparation meets opportunity, it looks like luck. But it is alignment. There is also the matter of time. You are frustrated because you believe you are behind. But behind compared to who? The Stoic understands that comparison is a distortion of focus. Every individual walks a different path shaped by different circumstances, strengths, and seasons. When you compare timelines, you weaken your own. When you compare progress, you dilute your discipline. But when you focus inward, when your only competition is your former self, you gain momentum. Self-mastery becomes the mission. And that mission has no expiration date. Relaxation strengthens consistency. Most people operate in emotional bursts. They feel motivated, so they act intensely. They feel discouraged, so they withdraw completely. This emotional volatility creates unstable progress. But when you relax your emotional attachment and commit to disciplined repetition, you create rhythm. And rhythm is sustainable. Sustainable effort compounds. Compounded effort creates extraordinary results over time. The Stoic does not rely on motivation. He relies on principle, and principle does not fluctuate with mood. Another layer of Stoic power is acceptance. Acceptance is not surrender, it is clarity. When something happens that you cannot change, resistance wastes energy. Complaining wastes energy. Blame wastes energy. Acceptance preserves energy, and preserved energy can be redirected toward adaptation. The faster you accept reality, the faster you can adjust strategy. This speed of adaptation becomes an advantage. While others are stuck arguing with reality, you are already repositioning. Fear of loss drives much human behavior. Fear of losing status, fear of losing money, fear of losing love. But the Stoic trains himself to contemplate loss in advance, not to become pessimistic, but to reduce shock. When you accept that everything external is temporary, gratitude deepens and fear weakens. You stop clinging, and when you stop clinging, you stop panicking. And when you stop panicking, you think clearly. Clear thinking is rare, and rarity has value. Calmness under pressure builds reputation. People remember how you respond in difficult moments. Do you escalate conflict or dissolve it? Do you complain or problem solve? Do you collapse or adapt? Every challenge becomes a stage where your character is revealed. The Stoic sees this and prepares accordingly. He knows reputation is not built through words but through reaction. And controlled reactions build trust. The deeper truth is this: you do not attract what you want. You attract what you embody. If you embody insecurity, you attract unstable relationships. If you embody impatience, you attract rushed decisions. If you embody discipline, you attract structure. If you embody calm authority, you attract respect. Everything external mirrors internal state. This is not mystical thinking. It is psychological and behavioral alignment. Your standards shape your environment. There will be moments when nothing seems to move, when progress feels invisible, when doubt creeps in quietly. In those moments, relaxation becomes a weapon, because panic leads to impulsive decisions. Impulsive decisions break consistency. Broken consistency resets progress, but calm endurance carries you forward. You stay with the plan. You adjust intelligently, not emotionally. And eventually, results emerge, not because you forced them, but because you sustained the foundation long enough. True strength is invisible at first. It is built in silence. It is reinforced in solitude. It is sharpened through repetition. And one day, it becomes undeniable. People will call it overnight success. They will call it natural talent. They will call it luck. But you will know the truth. It was daily composure, daily discipline, daily restraint, daily relaxation of what you cannot control and domination of what you can. So relax, not because you are passive, but because you are powerful. Relax because your worth is not one trial. Relax because your timeline is unique. Relax because desperation is weakness disguised as ambition. Tighten your habits. Elevate your standards. Guard your mind. Master your reactions. And trust that as you strengthen internally, life will begin to reorganize externally. If this depth of Stoic philosophy speaks to you, if you are committed to building calm power in a chaotic world, then subscribe to this channel now. Join a community that chooses discipline over drama, composure over chaos, mastery over mediocrity. Subscribe and continue your journey toward becoming unshakable. Title: Relax and